Hey guys, what is up? What's going on? It's Ashley and welcome back to the channel. So for today's video, what I'm going to be doing is a full-on foundation review on the brand new LA Girl Pro Matte High Definition Long Wearing Matte Foundation. You guys have been wanting me to talk about LA Girl Cosmetics on my channel for a while now. So when I went into Ulta and I saw this foundation, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna film the review. I do know that it's new. So if you guys are excited for it, $8.99 foundation. Don't forget to press that subscribe button and also don't forget to turn on your post notifications so that way you guys are notified anytime I upload a new video, which is 2 times a week, every single week. And without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and hop into the review. Hey guys, what's up? What's going on? So in today's video, what I'm going to be doing is a foundation review video, and I'm pretty excited because I haven't filmed one in a while. I want to say the last time I did one was last year when I filmed the NARS Natural Radiant Long Wearing Foundation. Fun fact, I really love that foundation. I still wear it till this day. It's probably one of my top foundation. So I'm pretty excited. I will be reviewing an affordable foundation today. This one is from LA Girl. This is the brand new Pro Matte High Definition Long Wearing Matte Foundation. I did pick mine up in the shade medium beige because a friend of mine, Tanya from Kiss and Makeup here on YouTube, she recommended that I pick up this shade because she said that these foundations run fairly light. Just to be safe, I also picked up another shade. This one is in light tan and it still has the plaque. What? It still has the plastic on it because I do intend on trying the medium beige one first, and then if this one doesn't work out, I'll switch over to this one. Now, you guys have been telling me you wanted me to use LA Girl Cosmetics on my channel for a while. I do intend on doing a full face using LA Girl Cosmetics down the road, but for now, I just will be reviewing this foundation. This foundation does retail for $8.99, which is very affordable in the beauty space. So I picked mine up over at Ulta. I'll have it linked down below in case any of you guys are interested in checking it out. You do get a standard 1 fluid ounces with this foundation, and it is in a really nice glaze packaging. When you take off the cap, it does come with a pump, which you guys know we always love and appreciate in a foundation. So I'm pretty excited. It is medium to full coverage. It's smooth and it's long wearing and it has a suede finish. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna apply it with a Real Techniques Miracle Sponge on one side of my face, and then on the other side of my face I will be using a brush so that way we can see how it applies with different tools. And I will also be priming my skin with my Laura Mercier foundation primer. I'm going to prime my entire face. Honestly, I feel like when I do these videos, people will get on me if I prime my face or if I don't prime my face, but honestly, I would never do a foundation review. I would never put on a foundation without a primer to begin with, so I will be using this guy from Laura Mercier. It's been one of my favorite foundation primers as of recently. Before we begin, I will be using the Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water. This stuff has been my jam. It's a really nice refresher before I apply foundation. So I'm going to give my face a little bit of a spritz, or maybe a lot of spritz. Now that I've given that time to sink and penetrate into the skin, I'm gonna go in with primer. Like I said, I will be using this guy. This is the Laura Mercier foundation primer, and it is very hydrating. I really love this. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this on the back of my hand, so like about that much. And I'm just gonna go ahead and work it into the skin. Honestly, guys, my skin has been performing so well. Do you guys see how much better it's getting? Granted, I do have like a little bit of scarring in this region and stuff, but for the most part, I don't have any active breakouts, or if like I get an active breakout, it's like one and it's not like a million all over my face at the same time. So I'm very pleased with the topical ointment my dermatologist provided me with. Okay, if you guys have any recommendations on how to get rid of scarring, let me know down below in the comments, because that would be a lot of help. Now that my skin is nice and primed and I've given my primer time to set, I'm gonna go in with foundation. Now on the left side of my face, I will be using the Real Techniques Miracle Sponge. The Miracle Sponge. What I like to do is spray it with a little bit of MAC Fix Plus. This one is in the lavender scent. So I will just get my sponge a little bit damp, and I'm gonna go ahead and give the foundation a little bit of a shake. Now, anytime I am going in with a sponge, I do like to apply the foundation to my face with some kind of flat foundation brush. This one just so happens to be from Revlon. So I'm gonna pick up a little bit of the foundation, and I am just going to just put it on my skin. And I am gonna apply a generous layer just because I can, and that's just what I like to do. Then I'm going to take my damp Real Techniques Miracle Sponge, and I'm just going to go ahead and buff it out. It does appear to have really nice coverage to it. And the color is pretty good. I'll say Tanya gave me a really awesome recommendation. Okay. Wow, this is really pretty. So for the most part, I think the foundation has really, really awesome coverage. As you can see, the left side versus the right side where I have no foundation at all. I do see a little bit of my scarring kind of peeking through. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna try to build this foundation up to a little bit more full coverage. I can see like my sunspots, and then I have a very big scar just sitting up in this region. So I'm gonna take my foundation brush and I am just gonna build it up in these areas right here, just so that way I can get a little bit more coverage out of it. I will just take a foundation brush like this and then just stipple it in the areas where I feel like I need a little bit more coverage, as opposed to putting a bunch of foundation all over my face in areas that I don't really need it. So I'm going to take that same sponge and I'm just going to go ahead and pat this in. And I can definitely say I was able to build this up to full coverage. I don't see any of my sunspots peeking through at all, and I was able to fully cover up that scar that was peeking through before. So far this is what I'm working with. I will say that it is a pretty good match to my skin tone. As you can see, like my arm versus my face, pretty good match. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to work on the right side of my face. I am going to use this brush right here. This is the IT Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe Complexion Perfection Brush. I feel like anytime I do a foundation review, I always use this brush. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spray the brush with a little bit of MAC Fix Plus, just like I did to the Real Techniques Miracle Sponge. I don't know what it is, but I really like to dampen my brush and my sponges anytime I go in with foundation. I just feel like it gives me a little bit more of a flawless finish and application. So I'm going to take some of the foundation like so, and I am going to do the same thing, same technique, flat foundation brush. I'm just going to go ahead and apply some of it to my face. Now I'm just going to go ahead and take the brush and I'm just going to go in circular motions. I feel like since the brush is like a little bit damp, it really just helps melt the product into the skin. I'm just going in circular motions. I'm also going to take this up on my ears. I don't know if it's just me, but anytime I apply foundation, I kind of take it on my ears as well, just so that way everything blends. I'll also like take it down my neck as well, just so that way you don't have like that horrid foundation line. But so far the coverage is out of this world. I may even like the application with a brush better than with a sponge, which is very surprising because normally I like to apply my foundations with a sponge. I just feel like it's a little bit more of a flawless application, but I'm not really getting the same vibe with this foundation, so that's pretty surprising. The coverage on this foundation is literally out of this world. I can definitely say I wasn't expecting this much coverage from a $9 foundation. Like I really was not. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna let the foundation sit a little bit. I'm gonna apply my concealer, bronzer, blush, highlight, all of that stuff. Probably do a little bit of eye makeup, and then I'm gonna come back, show you guys the final product, and then I'm gonna wear it for a little bit throughout the day so that way I can give you guys my full, honest feedback. So I'll be right back.
A few moments later.
All right guys, so I am back. This is the look. I added a little bit of blush, bronzer, highlight, some eyeshadow, mascara, lashes, lip color. You guys already know the drill. I will say I really love how the foundation looks on my skin. I set everything in place with the MAC Fix Plus just so that way I didn't look overly powdery after applying all of my powders and stuff like that. It's not sticky or anything like that. It's a matte foundation, but it doesn't feel overly drying on the skin, which is very surprising. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wear the foundation for a few hours, and then I'm gonna touch base with you guys at the end of the day. So I'm gonna run some errands, go to the mall, hang out with Vito, you know, so I'll be back, so stay tuned.
6 hours later.
All right guys, so I am back. I've been wearing the foundation for about 6 hours now. The time right now is 10:55 at night, damn near 11 p.m. So I can definitely tell you guys how I feel about the foundation. You can tell that this area right here is completely bare, like it doesn't even have foundation on it, which is weird because I did apply foundation there. This is the side I did apply with the brush, just so that way you guys are aware. I'm not noticing it on this side as much as I'm noticing it on this side right here. You can also see my 3 blemishes in a row. They're kind of showing up. And then also when you look up a little bit, the foundation is kind of wearing off right here on my chin. I also noticed that it is breaking up a little bit along the sides of my nose right here, and the foundation completely wore off on the tip of my nose. So it does look a little bit splotchy. It doesn't look like the foundation held up all that great. So with that, I know a lot of you guys are wondering, do I like the foundation? Do I not like the foundation? Well, if I had to be completely honest, I think I would rate the foundation maybe about a 6 or 7 out of 10, just because it wore off on this side and not this side. I do find that to be very, very, very weird. So I'm gonna give it another go, except this time I will just be using a sponge all over my face, and I'll keep you guys updated. Be sure to check out the description box for my updated comments, because I always like to update the comments in my description box to let you guys know how I am loving the foundation after my first time review. With that, guys, I think it's kind of like a hit or miss. I definitely recommend that you guys go out and try the foundation, because just because it doesn't work for me doesn't necessarily mean it won't work for you. I've had that happen a few times. Some of my closest friends were like, I really didn't love it, or oh my god, you didn't like it but I loved it. So I always encourage you guys to try things out for yourself, because you never really know. I'll have everything linked down below in case you guys are interested. And with that, guys, I'm gonna go. I have nothing else to say. It's like 11 o'clock at night right now. Like it's getting pretty late, so I'm gonna check out. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I'll be sure to catch you guys all on the next one. Deuces.